Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Sam Barnhart, and I'll be your Rachel's OT today. Rachel is a 69-month child, and we're going to be testing her today for her fine motor skills with using the PDMS or Peabody. Um, the PDMS was first developed in the 1970s, with the first publication to come out in 1974. This was an experimental version of the motor development scales and programmed activities. Folio completed additional work to the PDMS for the first commercially available version in 1983. At this time, it was the only test available that assesses from birth to 84 months of age. Since its publication, it has been used by different therapists and other medical professionals worldwide. In 2000, after over a decade of research, the authors developed the current version using the PDMS-2. The PDMS-2 is a unique product because it provides examiners with both a test of motor development and series of activities for the remediation of specific problems. The PDMS-2 has 6 subsets under the gross motor and fine motor that measure interrelated motor abilities that develop after birth. It is designed to assess motor skills of children from birth to 72 months. The 6 subsets in the PDMS are the reflexes, the stationary stage, locomotion, object manipulation, grasping, and visual motor integration. The composites are gross motor quotient, fine motor quotient, and total motor quotient. Today, I will be administering the fine motor quotient on Rachel here. It is a composite of the results of two subtests, grasping and visual integration. This test should help us to determine where Rachel is at developmentally in these stages. All right, so to define the basal level of her abilities, which will be the abilities that she is able to do, we're going to first start under her age. So we're going to start at 66 months, which the activity for this is building steps. So I'm going to give Rachel 6 blocks. I'm going to show her how to build the steps, and then I'm going to knock the steps down and ask her to do it. Alright, so this is how you build them. You have 6 of them. You start with 3 on the bottom, then put 2 on top of those, and then the last one on top. Alright. Now you build the steps, just like I did.
Wouldn't it look cooler, though, if it was in the middle?
We're going to do that later.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
you worry.
Okay. Is that right?
Very good.
Yay!
That's perfect. All right, so as you can see, she was able to do that, so she would score a 2 on that one. Next, we're going to go to connecting the dots on a piece of paper. All right, so for this, I'm going to draw two dots on this piece of paper, as seen here. And then I'm going to ask Rachel to connect those 2 dots using the pen. Try to keep that line as straight as possible. Very good. As you can see here, the line is a little curved, but we're going to give it to her and we're going to say it's a 2 on that one too.
Yay.
And then next, we're going to go to cutting a square, so more fine motor skills with using scissors. We're going to first draw the square for her. like so. And then we're going to give this to her and give the scissors to her. And you will be cutting right along these lines, Rachel. I know, I'm not very good at cutting either. Nice work. It's better than I would have done. Alright, as you can see, she cut that out pretty well, so we're going to give her a 2 on that as well. Next, we're going to go to building a pyramid. So for this, we're going to have 12 blocks available, and I'll leave the pyramid out for her to observe while she's building. I'm going to start with 3 blocks on the bottom. Then we're going to do 2 on the next level, and 1 on the top, just like that. And then you're going to build one just like that, Rachel.
Okay. These orange ones. I don't like orange. Why'd you give me orange?
We have other colors. Do you want red?
How about having one
purple?
orange and one red? How about that?
One orange and one red?
We have purple?
We have purple.
Oh, I
You want purple?
Yes.
There you go.
Purple's pretty.
And we have
Oh,
green
yeah,
too,
on the top.
if you want green.
What kind of green? I don't like cute green. Okay, that's a pretty green.
There you go.
Oh, wait. Oh, I could have made Christmas. Hold on.
Nice. Red and green.
And purple's my favorite color. Yay.
Beautiful. Alright, as you can see, she made it just like I did, so she got a 2 on that one as well. Next, we're going to 70 months, which is 1 month older than Rachel is, so this might become a little more difficult for her. It is folding paper. So we're going to provide her with a piece of paper sitting out that is already folded in half, and then give her a piece of paper that is not folded, and ask her to do the same thing. Alright, there you go, Rachel. If you can fold it just like that one.
Is that hot dog or hamburger?
Hot dog or hamburger.
Okay.
Fold it in half either way
Okay.
is fine.
It's not even.
It's okay if it's not completely even.
But yours is.
Mine's all messed up. Alright, so she did do that one as well. So we're going to give her a 2 on that one. She looks like she's ahead of her age group. Impressive. Alright, next is for 71 months, and it's going to be coloring in between the lines. So we're just going to use this piece of paper that we already have here. I'm going to make a square for her to color in between. And then you're going to color in between this square, just like that. Fill in the lines. Try to keep it all in the lines if you can.
Like completely shaded?
Yep.
Okay.
Nicely done. Alright, so as we can see here, she colored a little bit outside the lines, so we're just going to give her a 1 on that line.
That color between the lines is hard though.
It is. I agree. I'm much older than you, and I still find it hard. Alright, for the last one, we're going to do folding paper again, but this time it's going to be folding it half in twice. folding it in half twice. So, just like this one, we're going to fold it down like that, and then over. So, hamburger, and then hamburger again. And we're
I
going
like
to leave
hot
this
dogs.
out for her to look at while she does it. Fold it just like that, Rachel.
Okay. I know how to do the first one, so I don't know about the second. Okay, so this I think. Does
Nice.
it look like that? Okay, good.
Good job.
Okay.
As you can see, she folded it very well. She struggled a little bit, like, figuring out at first, but then ended up being able to. So we're going to give her a 1 on that one, too. So based off of our scoring of Rachel, she scored perfectly on the ones under her age and at her age, and then scored 1 on the 3 above her age. So she is a little above her age range in the developmental stages, at least for this one. And yeah, that's the Peabody Assessment.
Thank you for seeing me.
Yeah, no problem.